Thanks to everyone who has subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Boko Haram caught Maiduguri off power grips. The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, yesterday said Boko Haram insurgents has thrown Maiduguri and its environs into total darkness after cutting off the city of electricity supply from the nation's grid. This came as United Nations (UN) expressed outrage over the destruction of humanitarian accommodation and logistics by the non-state armed group in Nagalawa, Borno State. Nagala, a border community with Cameroon, was attacked severally on Saturday and Gombara Bridge destroyed by the suspected insurgents. According to the UN humanitarian coordinator in Nigeria, Mr. Edward Kalon, heavily armed jihadists carried out an extremely violent attack on a vital aid facility housing United Nations workers in the northeast Nigeria on Saturday. Islamists in several tanks filled with machine guns stormed the humanitarian hub near a camp holding 55,000 displaced people in the remote town of Nigala on Saturday, humanitarians and military sources said. Similarly, residents of villages along Damaturu Maiduguri Road raised the alarm that Boko Haram insurgents has sustained attack on the area without soldiers fighting back. TCN, in a statement from its General Manager, Public Affairs, Mrs. Ndidi Mabo, explained that supply to Maiduguri and its environs were cut off because the insurgent group Boko Haram damaged a number of its transmission facilities, thereby preventing it from supplying electricity to the area. The Transmission Company of Nigeria hereby informed the public that Maiduguri and its environs has been cut off from the nation's grip since January the 17th, 2020, due to NCN's equipment by the insurgents. The incident affected the 33 kV transmission line between Maiduguri and Damaturu. Also, the Damba Maiduguri 132 kV transmission line has equally been disconnected from the grid for some time for the same reason, and the matter in the statement. Well, people of Nigeria, being separated from electricity is bad enough, but that's not just what we are saying. I'm very grateful to God that it's the UN humanitarian people that came to help people who has been displaced by Boko Haram, and that this attack was being done to. It's not just the attack on the power line. It's about the attack on human life. And yet, Nigerian government seems to be doing nothing. Did you listen to the news properly? It said they were fighting, that the Islamic group were on armored tanks with heavily armed armors and spraying bullets and everything without the Nigerian soldiers fighting back. Come on. Who is the fool here? And yet the West set up Amotekun and the North will not even hear about it because they have an agenda. Permit me to say that's my opinion. To destroy as many lives as possible so that they can take over. But God forbid it will not happen. No, it will not. It will not. How can this continuously be happening and nobody seems to raise an arm that anything is happening? Buhari seems very comfortable. He jumps on the plane and is off to the UK for investment, what have you, African Investment Summit. What investment summit when your house is in chaos, when there is war going on? You know why? The bloodshed and everything does not concern him. It's all been planned out. And guess what? Nigerians can wail as much as they want. But you and I will not keep quiet. We won't. We will blow the whistle, we will spread the news, and we'll let the nations of the world know exactly what is going on in Nigeria. Guess what? If it was not UN people that were involved, that and they were practically stating what they saw, who gave this Islamic group armored cars? Come on, Nigerians. Who gave them armored cars? Who gave them arms and fueling their vehicles and giving them all this money? You know, we should stop deceiving ourselves and call a spade and face the true enemy. Nigerians, let's not fight with one another. Let's not fight the East because they are seeking Biafra. Let's not fight the West because they are putting on a Mutekun. There is a reason why things are being done. Trust me, there is. There is a reason. Because if you allow what is going on now, gradually they are wiping out the population. They are, yes. And guess what? As soon as Amuteku raised up his head, somebody is saying no, he's an illegal security outfit. Does he have more intelligence than the army, soldier, and police? Yes, he does. What is the army, soldier, and police doing? They should go and fight. And the government should equip them to be able to fight. You know what? The government has equipped their own people, the Islamic group, the Boko Haram, more than they have equipped the soldiers. So if your son was a soldier or your wife or your husband, would you allow him to go to? You're giving somebody a stick of broom and giving somebody a bunch of broom. Is it the same thing? No. The effect of the work will show. It's two different words: capacity, work done. You have equipped the Boko Haram with armored car, sophisticated weapons, and the police are left with cock and, nail guns that have been out of date. Those guns were used in the 1990s. This is 2020. And those are still the guns Nigerian army soldiers are still using. Why Boko Haram are using current, today's up-to-date machineries? How can they fight? Unless those at the top see that what is going on in Nigeria it's not it's not right, and they rise up to it, this will not stop. It's not a cause, but it's the reality. So, Nigerians, I want to hear what your thoughts are. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click on the notification button so I can know what your thoughts are. Let's look at this together. By you liking, sharing, subscribing, leaving a comment, you'll make the message to travel far. And so everywhere around the world can know exactly what is going on. And we can blow this whistle loud and clear. And other nations of the world can see and know exactly what is going on in Nigeria. Please don't be silent. Don't keep quiet. Let's speak up against injustice and evil that is being perpetrated and done in our country, so Nigeria can be saved. It might be a slow process, slow healing process, but it will take time. But keeping quiet means that all is well. And guess what? All is not well. Thanks once again for listening. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click on the notification button. And I appreciate you all. Have a lovely day. God bless. Bye.